Draft Boyz.
Draft Boyz.
How we do?
Yeah, not bad.
Welcome back to Draft Boyz, the FPL Draft Podcast. As always, joined by Myles, Heato, and myself, Whitey. Lads, how we do?
Yeah, we're good. We're good,
man.
Well, how are you
Wow.
doing, Heat? Because you're looking a bit sauced over there.
I don't know. I'm not mixed sauce. I've just got a little bit of sauce.
For those at home,
A little
he's
sauce.
sauced. He's
A little
definitely
He's
sauced.
sauced. He's come from work drinks. He's slurring.
I know. How you guys been? What have you been up to?
Not much. Just golfing. You know, the normal.
Pretty standard from
Normal
you.
golf.
Yeah.
You know, normal life. Not on holiday like you, mate.
Oh, so good. You guys can see my bar and tan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you look really nice
Yeah.
and golden
Thank
over
you.
there.
I
The
feel
hot-
very relaxed.
The hot spot of 2020 and 2021, Byron.
That's it.
Killing
Move up
it.
there, Whitey. Actually,
Killing it.
don't. We need you.
Thinking about it. Can I do this remotely?
We can find a way, but maybe we'll just all move up there.
Oh, we can do that. I can
Dream.
work from home.
Imagine
from
if this was our job. We just lived in Byron.
Well, maybe one day it will be. If you guys push this podcast out there, we'll get to those sub levels that we can just live off this.
Tell your mom, tell your sister, just get those listens. Hit like 1,000 listens and then we're
All
out.
right,
The
Heato.
mums and the sisters.
All right. The ladies. We need to diversify out.
All right. All right. So how'd you guys do for your points this week?
Yeah. Why don't you let us know first, Heato, while I get my points up?
I can do that because I'm the lowest of the three.
Actually, I think I am.
Not surprising. Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a shocker.
That's a nice change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all right. I did 43 this week.
Oh, that's solid for you.
That is all
Not too
right.
bad. Standouts really Cavani and Mount, both with 8.
Yep.
They're my kind of, and a few little points trickled in here and there from.
You really hung on to Mount Hay.
I have.
He's a roller coaster because
He
he
is.
does go quiet for a long time. He's
He
one of those
is.
players that if you stick with him, he gets a decent haul over the season because he starts so many games and he does get the occasional goal assist, but he's not just like a powerhouse.
No, he's not blockbuster.
No, you're not expecting a hat trick from him or anything.
No, but he's semi-consistent and he's just not droppable. So
And
you
the
just
fact
gotta,
that he's
I'd
on
agree.
set pieces for corners is huge.
That does help.
yeah. Once you draft him, you're stuck with him.
Yeah.
So Cavani and Mount for you.
Yeah, my main boys this week.
Marlo?
Look, I got my boy Son back on the score sheet because he's been quiet for lately.
I was annoyed about that.
And he was pretty much my saving light because I had 2 zeros from Trent and Rudiger, with that own goal that he just passed back to Mendy.
Honestly, I was like watching the Chelsea game and I was trying to be a good Chelsea supporter, but I knew a clean sheet was important for you. And I was like, let in a goal.
Yeah.
Sheffield. And then Rudy does the O goal. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
gods
yeah.
are
Although
listening
at
to
first
me.
I said, what the fuck are you doing, Rudiger? Fuck.
And then you remembered.
You realise
At least
your
there's an
boy.
upside.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but besides from that, a goal from Bamford and Rashford just got the assist. So, yeah.
What was your point total?
Yeah, sorry, I got 34. It was a Heato effort.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
is Heato numbers.
Yeah.
Fucking rude.
You should see how sad he is. He is a bit of a ghost.
Mate.
Being
Keep putting those up and we'll be changing the title soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
Talk to me next
Look, I've
week.
got a few injuries and they're coming back. So,
Okay.
we're good.
all right.
What about you, Whitey?
Let's get to the big show.
Yeah.
Big show.
I think it was Big Weight Hotline for you.
It was
wasn't
the big weed hotline. I called him in. I was dialing. I was like, "Come on, boys!" And honestly,
Did they pick up?
I mean, I know you guys just listed a couple of your main players. I've got too many to list here, but I'll try and keep it in.
Please.
Martinez always showing up 9 points. Dallas was my big boy.
Fuck, are we going through this list?
12 points from Dallas, and I can't wait to get into his new role in Leeds. Harrison, 9 points, and Watkins with 9 points. That's being harsh on the rest of my team because there's some other players in there. But yeah, really good week for me. And in terms of actually the table, which I think is maybe we should refer to our table.
Yeah, sure. We can glance at that.
Can I just say I was actually excited by this, and in more ways than one. So I saw my big haul. I'm like, oh, I'm within like 30 or so points of Myles. I could maybe catch him. I saw Myles on 30. And then I was like looking at the waiver wire. I'm like, I don't want to catch him this week.
Yeah, I was thinking
I was like, please. And I was like kind of doing rough calculations before all the points were in. I was like, I think it's 1 point in it or something like one
You
or
must
2
have been like
points.
that meme where there's like all the numbers
Yeah.
and maths going in front of Zach
was.
Galifianakis or whatever, and he's just like,
I was, and I'm on holiday, and Kelly's like looking at me. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be beating Miles this week. There's a few players I want to pick up, and I know he'll try and go with them.
Yeah.
And then I saw I was just under him, like, yeah, baby.
yeah, 2
Well,
points
we'll
difference.
see. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huge.
I don't think the players I'm going for make it to me, but anyway. Anyway, give us the quick tally on where we're at on the table.
Yeah, so I'm at 1123 and you're at 1121. Top of the table is getting spicy.
And that was like, I think in the last 4 game weeks, that was a much bigger gap.
I think at one point I had about 60.
Yeah,
I think
what I
that's
thought.
the highest it was.
And I was edging away at it. I'd never had one good game. This was the big game.
yeah,
Where's
it was a few edges, but a lot of like, we were getting the same points,
Yeah.
but just a couple. But this is just huge. You,
Yeah, it
you
was
literally gained like 40 points here.
it was so good. Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, if you guys want to check out the rest of our teams, check out our social page, FPL Draft Boys on Instagram. We put all of our teams up there and check them out.
nice, Miles.
Should I take over hosting?
Love the early plug.
That was good. I mean, I was just about to do it, but whatever.
I got to get ready for you missing in action next week.
I know, boys. I'll be on holiday.
Again, another
Now,
holiday.
Speaking of holiday,
Must be nice.
I have been drinking solidly for about a week, and I'd like to keep that going. Miles, start us off with snack chat.
Yeah, so I'm on Snapchat today, boys. Sorry, I've had a couple as well. But
Excuse.
look, I just want to throw something out there. We got some news last week. We got some analytics back from the podcast gods, and I'm not sure if you guys looked at them, but we're massive in Finland.
Are we?
Yeah,
Shit.
so we're coming.
Finland?
We're third in the football category in podcasts in Finland.
How many podcasts they have?
Look, I don't know. I don't want to look at those numbers,
Is
but I
football
just
the main sport?
I
in
just
Finland?
know that we're third. Okay. So
Whoa,
as
shout
a-
out to
as
Finland.
a tribute to them, I've gone to the only Finnish bakery in Sydney,
Oh my god!
and I've got these cinnamon buns, which apparently are their specialty.
really,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Finnish.
Nice.
Yeah. Finnish.
Little savory
Wow.
treat.
Yeah, savory treat. And I actually struggled trying to get some drinks from Finland.
yeah.
So I've got the closest thing, and it's like a Swedish cider,
Recorder League.
Recorderlig. Yeah.
Now, what flavors?
We know how you respond to sugary drinks.
Oh
Whitey.
god! I just hope there's enough.
You'll be bouncing off the wall.
Yeah, I got wild berries, mango, raspberry, and passion fruit. You guys can take your pick. Because you got the highest score.
Oh, I really wish there was strawberry and lime. I would have picked.
I was going to get
Heartbeat.
that.
That's the best flavor, man.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. What's the one in your
Unlucky.
hand? What's the one in your hand?
Mango, raspberry.
I haven't had that. I'll go mango raspberry.
All right, I might have to open it. What do you want, Heat?
I'm gonna go for passion fruit.
Passion fruit?
Yeah, give me a passion pop.
And I've got these glasses with ice in it.
Oh wow, that's and honestly, that's essential with these because they're pretty sweet.
Are they? Okay. I've never had one.
Oh,
Because I don't drink a lot of ciders. And I was just trying to find something from, Scandinavia, which, I'm hoping Sweden's kind of in that zone.
listen to that.
They'll appreciate it.
Listen
Yeah.
to that.
I just can't believe that we're getting up there in that category.
Yeah, it was
impressive.
pretty spicy to see, and shout out to all the Finnish fans out there. We love you. We're massive Teemu Pukki fans over here, so
Yeah, exactly.
shouts out to the boy of last season.
And and if you've just accidentally clicked on us, and you just want to listen to Snack Chat, feel free to just have a listen.
That's it. I mean, I think a lot of people just tune out after Snapchat, but that's cool because we're going to start our food podcast soon.
Oh, this isn't bad. Oh, okay. I'm going to start with the rating of this cider.
Yeah,
I will say,
Taste.
this is like, if I have to back it up after a big night, I always have
You're on
Record
this.
League.
You're on it. You're
Sweet,
on it.
sugary. Let's go.
Ready to rock and roll. Get buzzing
This
off the
flavor
walls.
isn't my favorite. It's not as high. And I'm going to have to mark you down as well because you've only brought me one this week, Miles.
how do you know? There might be more in the bag.
I can see that.
Yeah, okay. There's only one each, boys.
really
Times are
let us down.
tough. Times are tough.
All right. I'm going to give this a 7.6.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that though.
Not bad. I do really like Recorder League. I was going to mark you down even further for bringing one, but
You can't.
I would have given you high.
You can't.
That was nice.
And what about you for the drink, Heat?
I'm going to give you a solid 8.
8.
For the drink.
Love it.
I really like it. It's not actually too sweet, my one. The passion fruit.
I'm glad he picked first and picked wrong.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I quite like it.
And the scroll. I took a big mouthful. That was a mistake. I'm not big on baked goods.
Yeah.
Pastries. I'm sorry, Finnish people.
It's all right.
I don't like this one.
Maybe I got them a bit earlier in the day and they've gone a bit stale.
It could be that. I don't like raisins. I'm weird about this shit. I'm going to go low on this.
That's okay.
I'm going to 5.
Oh, brutal.
That's tough. Imagine the Finnish people out there listening. They're just turning it off.
Maybe they don't even like these that much. It's just their thing.
Maybe. Shouts out.
Yeah, let us know. I'm going to give you a 7.2
Okay.
for the scroll.
I'll take that. Ups the average.
Solid, savory treat. It's pretty good.
Is it time to pod?
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, we're doing it, but it's time to talk about what we're here for, right?
I hope we hit record.
Just checking. And yes, I can confirm.
Time to pod.
All the people knew we were recording. Okay, first game of the week. Next game week. Leicester versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
It is. I mean, it could have been more exciting if they kind of won a few games that they should have both won. But look, they haven't, and they're in this position, and it's a top 4 fight now for these two teams.
It is really.
Let's start with Leicester.
Yeah, that was a 0-0 result with Wolves playing away. It's a bit disappointing, a bit of a flat game from them. For the most part, I don't know. What do you think, Heat? What were your main takeaways?
Yeah, there was a few chances, but yeah, as you said, nothing that was absolutely amazing that forced a ridiculous save or anything from Patricio. But a few good defensive moves. Justin with a really solid block from that massive Neto run.
Yeah, that was
throwing himself in front of that, which was awesome. I think he got some solid points this week.
I think that earned him the 3 bonus points.
Yeah, he got so many. There's a few little spicy moves. Nice little 1-2 between Barnes and I'm pretty sure it was Iheanacho coming off the wing.
Yeah, isn't Barnes coming out of his shell this season?
Yeah, he looks really good.
Huge.
Yeah.
But I think they lacked because Vardy came off the bench.
Yeah, after the hernia injury, he's back now. And he just got like 26, 27 minutes on the field. And yeah, he could have got that winner in the 91st minute.
Yeah, that would have been huge. I think they missed his like lethal edge because Iheanacho didn't look too on it.
That's been their downfall for so long, as they've got such a shit backup striker. Like, they've never really been able to nail down anyone that good.
They basically play counter-attack football, and without Vardy in that position, they just can't do what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some good players, but I don't know what happened to them when Vardy.
They're gonna have to sign like a really good replacement. Hey,
I know, but
hopefully they can eventually. But yeah, that Vardy chance at the end though, that was so nice when he just runs across the face of the goal.
Yeah,
glances the header and just goes wide. That would have been.
I know, it was pretty class. I was like silently going, "Don't score that," but I was like, "Oh, that'd be a nice goal."
Yeah. So for this fixture, what are you guys thinking? Are we jumping on maybe some sort of lesser attack? Because Liverpool was vulnerable.
I was going to ask the same question. Yeah, I guess it is that vulnerability of Liverpool, but it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride with them too. Because I mean, look, mostly bad results, but they have had some good results recently. Hard to pick. I mean, for me, I think that most Leicester players are going to be gone.
The ones that you want, yeah.
I think anything that you really want from this, the Madisons, the Harvey Barnes, Vardys, Justin's, they're all going to be taken.
Yeah.
So
we can't really advise too much on this game. So
I'd expect to see some goals now that Vardy's back. I think, there's a bit more time. He'll probably start.
I hope so, because we want a Vardy party.
He likes to against Liverpool for sure.
He does.
He's done it in the past. But yeah, I think Leicester, even though they've had their ups and downs, I think more of the time it's been up from especially a fantasy return, regardless of results.
And they do show up.
Matters killing it. Tielemans had a little run a couple of weeks ago of some assists and a goal.
If you picked up on that, credit to you.
Yeah, for that
the
little
Tielemans one, like,
he's a hard one to pick. He plays quite far forward for his position because they play like that 4-1-4-1.
Your expressions just then. I just wish people could see it. It was weird.
Video podcast.
Did it just like
coming
reek
soon.
of wisdom? It was just like
Rigged to something.
I did smell something coming from your direction, so I don't know what that is.
It's icy over here.
But yeah, I think one thing to call out, obviously, Castagna's been injured for now a little bit. Pereira started for him, his first start in a while at right back, so it looks like that might carry on. Luckily, I had both of them, so I've just dropped Castagna for Pereira, and I'm just letting that run, and hopefully he takes the spot.
Yeah, he will. He was just
I think
Castagna
he's
was
too
just-
good to not
yeah,
play. I think Castagna will maybe compete with Justin. But
for sure.
yeah, I think you want one of those. There's still very highly tradable players. Madison, oh God, you'd want him in your team at the moment.
Yeah, I would. I will trade you for him if you want.
I know. Give me something good, baby.
Rashford? Ooh, that got him thinking.
Oh, look at this.
Let's talk about Liverpool
Yeah, well,
before I give away Rashford.
yeah, Liverpool. I mean, there's mainly negatives to talk about here. I mean,
Yeah.
last time we talked, there were a few positive. There was that fucking Salah goal where he just like took it down.
We rinsed, West Ham.
Yeah, we had to get
Rinse
the
West Ham.
COVID cleaners in after that because Heato just jizzed everywhere.
It was bad. I had to move home.
Full cleanup.
I'm in a new house. I just literally just put up caution tape and walked away.
Yeah.
But what
That's why we
happened
need.
there?
That's why we need all the more listens for ads, so we can pay for all the new gear we've just bought. It's been ruined.
All right, Heato, tell us what happened. Why?
I'm actually really interested to hear what you guys think too.
I'll tell you
Because
why.
you've been edging on being quite nice so far. You haven't jumped straight to it and ripped me a new one, but
We were just waiting.
yeah, it was pretty dismal. It's not unexpected because we've seen this happening. in
Where do you
fixtures.
point? Where do you point the finger?
Well, for this game, obviously Allison fucked up.
Good finger pointing.
Yeah.
Good finger
Yeah.
pointing. I was
Yeah.
I mean, and I think fucked up is an understatement.
How casual was he? Like
Yeah.
a lot of the time he was like, boop. And he was like, oh, it went to the other team.
Yeah.
What a shame. And then next minute, it's in the goal. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, what the hell? How did that happen?
I saw the greatest meme, and it was just like Allison was just carry us in like a
like
you know,
a-
one of those head things.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Scooby Doo when they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
who is the real one? It's
yeah, it's just carriers.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a good one where it's like someone said, "Oh, like Klopp's like carry us," and it's like, "No, I said carry us through the game, not like Laura's carry us."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but look, besides from that, it is City, and
Yeah.
you don't have VVD, you don't have Van Dijk. You've been struggling defensively all season, so there was going to be a time where you're going to get ripped open by a team.
Oh,
Again,
with
not just Aston Villa
100%.
pumping you 7-1.
and it's Oh, mate,
I had to
yeah.
bring that back. That was good. I forgot about that. How did I forget?
Yeah.
Well, they got a well,
No response.
as in the Aston Villa game. In this game, they got a consolation goal too,
Yeah.
and I did enjoy that one. Fucking hell, did Salah hit that?
Yeah.
There was some
Like he
venom.
basically took Gundogan's attempt at his pen and went, let me show you how a real pen's taken. Mate.
Yeah.
This is what you meant to do.
Mate.
I love his little run up. It's fucking
Yeah.
cute as.
Yeah. But
He's
that
the best.
venom on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good hit.
he's looked angry, the angriest I've ever seen him
Yeah.
in this season.
Yeah. He does look a bit, he's not celebrating at all.
He's
yeah,
mean.
He's kind of,
Something's up.
yeah, something's up, but we're definitely suffering as a team. I'm thankful I've actually got no defenders from Liverpool because
Because they're all injured, mate.
no, but like even like Trent or Allison or
Yeah,
Do you have both?
Robbo.
Yeah, I've got Allison and Trent. I had Allison on the bench this week because he was playing City. I did a nice pickup of Sanchez from Brighton, got 5 points. So I was happy
Talks
with
himself
that.
up. I got a nice pickup.
Yeah, I did. I mean, look, Pickford forced me
Well,
to
he's
do
had
it
some
'cause he was
form,
injured.
so
But yeah, look, I do have Trent. I did make that glorious trade for him, and he did look good when I first did it, but he's dropped off lately, and I'm definitely looking and monitoring that closely.
yeah. We've also signed 2 new defenders, so it'll be interesting to see over the weeks coming if they're a pickup because they're pretty much a guaranteed slot in.
Yeah, true.
And then if that changes form, you've suddenly just picked up an easy.
But it's like insert defense here. Like, as we've seen many times, defense takes a bit of time.
Oh yeah, but also what
solidify.
it means is it actually puts our best midfielders back in midfield, which changes the whole team.
yeah.
True.
With Henderson, he's done an okay job, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, really tough game. I honestly, when they went 3-1 up, I turned it off. I just couldn't watch anymore.
Mate, you are such a plastic supporter.
Plastic as, eh?
What coming from the blue side of London?
I watch them all to the end, mate. I watch them all to the
Mate,
end.
you guys got fucking plastic toothbrushes in your mouth. You're that plastic.
Isn't your toothbrush plastic?
No, you know the guy in the crowd from Chelsea.
Good response there, Miles.
I remember that. All right, let's get a prediction. Let's
popped
move
up
this
in my
along.
feed.
I want to predict it. I'm not even letting
Okay,
Heato have
jump
it.
in it.
I
Jump
never get
in
to
it.
go first.
Go.
I'm going first.
He's living in it. He's enjoying the moment.
Give us something good though. Today.
3-2 to Leicester.
Wow.
Goals, baby, goals.
So possible.
I just see, Salah's been pretty tight. Mane's been quiet, but I think Salah can get that team going again.
For sure.
Yeah, Leicester's had a bit of mixed form, so yeah,
We'll see.
I'm interested. No clean sheets. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, for our next fixture, we've got Crystal Palace versus Burnley. Now, Burnley have a double game week, so they also play Fulham. So we'll get into that as well. To start it off, Crystal Palace, Miles, your second team is Palace, or
Yep. They
after
are.
Arsenal, then Chelsea.
Shut the fuck up. All right. So
Shots fired.
Palace played basically Barcelona with the new look Leeds that we've been looking at.
Oh my God.
And I just don't even think they had a chance. You know, the way that Leeds play.
Well, mate, Zaha wasn't in the team, so
Zaha
that was the
wasn't
first
playing.
indicator.
Yeah.
Have you got? I've got a stat for this.
Tell me.
They've been beaten in this last 16 games of 18 that they haven't had him.
Wow.
Interesting. Wow.
Good stat, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commentator said it twice. So I had to use that one.
That's like 95% or something.
Why? Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
So we've been onto this for a while, but we never looked it up. We never seen the numbers. And they said that this week, and I'm like, well, we're onto it, boys.
There we are. Well, I should have
Right
known
here.
better because I played Eze
Oh,
stupidly.
mate.
I just thought Leeds are so open at times. Potentially, he could
But
run something through, but
Zaha didn't come up as injured until, well, I didn't notice him as injured. I put the team up just before the games went.
he was still in.
And he was still
the
in.
team.
Yeah, I believe that
I
as
thought
well,
he was
yeah.
up before.
Mate,
Fucking Zaha.
I know.
So,
I picked up AU.
Oh, really?
Thinking, maybe Leeds defense, Zaha, we'll see. I needed a striker.
Zaha goes,
I've been
yeah.
struggling so much to pick up a third striker. It's really fucking hard at the moment. And I was like, I just was like, maybe AU, maybe Crystal Palace get a result against Leeds with Zaha in the team. And then Zaha is my player, gets injured, and I've got fucking AU, thank God, on my bench because my team was good enough, but not my best play.
Well, maybe this will be a better fixture for AU. He's playing Burnley. They've been better lately, but they haven't been obviously the Burnley that we've known from the last few seasons.
Prior to this game against Brighton, I would have said this is going to be the worst game of the game week. But watching Burnley this week,
Dude, they were good.
yeah.
I was just about to say, Burnley have got this.
Yeah.
I'm backing Burnley big time against Palace this week.
Mate,
'cause-
how good did Vidra look?
Vidra looked
He
awesome.
was in everything.
Yeah, it was very nice.
And there were good chances too. It wasn't like he fluffed his lines. Like there were good saves or whatever
Yeah.
happened that stopped him from scoring.
Or Sanchez, Miles' pickup.
Yeah.
Stopped him from scoring. No, he had a good game. And I think Burnley players are probably looking very sexy this week because I'd assume they're available. It's a double. And you want to be taking advantage of that for sure. Yeah, I mean, they do look slightly better. And they're actually two good fixtures for Burnley. And they're looking pretty good. I mean, they did just play Brighton, who have been, I think they have had, I'll come back to it because it's in my notes for for the Brighton game, but I think they've had 4 clean sheets in their last 4 games before this last one.
All against teams you wouldn't expect either.
They hadn't lost a game, I think, in the new year, Brighton. I think I heard that too.
They've been on
Brighton
fire.
have been on a run.
Anyway, so, Brighton are a decent team and they showed up against them in this game. So, yeah, for me, I think this is actually hot property as Burnley players from this, and Vidra is probably looking very spicy.
I think he's definitely on a spot next week. And
And
as we've
Barnes.
said, it's so low with forward options.
Yeah, and Wood's got a bit of a niggle at the moment.
Yeah,
How do you not play Vidra again after that performance? Like,
For sure.
If he gets dropped,
yeah.
it's like,
The only question would be does Wood come back for the second fixture? Who gets dropped? Barnes, Vidra, depends on form. Da, 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 da. But regardless, it looks like Vidra might be a good pickup or Ashley Barnes this week.
Defenders for
Burnley.
sure.
They
Like Peters and look pretty good.
yeah,
Ben Mee.
yeah. Oh,
Good old Ben.
how did we not start there?
Yeah.
Mee.
Because he didn't
Ben
get a
Mee.
clean sheet that game.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
you know what? 2 back-to-back clean sheets coming up. All right. Oh, and we didn't give credit to the goal scorer in that Burnley game. Goodmanson firing in that. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Oh yeah. In from the save shot. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I got to
With Peters with the assist. And Peters actually earned himself 3 bonus points, so he was involved quite a bit. So I wouldn't overlook him if he is available in your leagues.
You know what's crazy is Chelsea played them the game before this one. Is that right? Someone might have to look that up. But whenever we did play them recently, Peters looked like he just couldn't keep up.
Yeah,
at
3
all.
games ago when we
It
won
was
2-0.
Hudson-Odoi or something. He was up against Hudson-Odoi. It was like,
Oh yeah, no, it was Brady. Remember, he was like,
I'm thinking of
yeah.
Brady.
Yeah, he was like, I just can't fucking keep up with him.
I think it was. Peters had some. Oh, maybe
He would have been
completely
behind him though.
fucking
He
this
would have
up.
struggled too. But I think Brighton aren't the fastest, so
Yeah, that's true.
it depends on Palace. If Zaha's there and on the left side, he'll be rinsing whoever their right back is. And
Well,
then-
Zaha won't be there. He's
100% gone.
unknown return.
okay,
date.
there you go. That's a lot safer then.
And if you didn't know that, it's unknown on the website. I've done a fair bit of Googling as his owner, and there's nothing out there yet. I don't think they know.
Could have COVID
how
again.
long it is. Could have COVID again. But
Second lot for him.
I didn't want to talk about this too long because I didn't want to talk about this too long because we've talked about this and it's not the biggest game. But for strategy on when someone gets injured, it's very easy to trust the fantasy website and go, oh, red, he's out. And I was very tempted when I saw unknown return date to drop Zaha,
Pull the trigger.
and try and pick up some players just because there were some decent people available. And then I was like, oh, hang on, I'll do a Google. Can't see anything about it. Like they haven't actually put a date on it. And it could just be the fantasy
wait and see.
website going hamstring.
or we don't know.
Well, yeah, it's a hamstring.
We don't know, so
but-
red. Yeah.
So they're like, we don't know, red. So anyway, maybe hold off on dropping Zaha is all I'm saying there.
Yeah, agree.
Okay, can we predict? Miles, you love the pal.
You want me to do it? All right, I'll do the double.
Oh, the double prediction.
I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
This is spicy.
Okay, so Zaha's not on the team, so I'm obviously not going to go for Palace. I'm going to say Burnley 2-1. Yep.
Okay.
Dude, you think Palace are going to score?
I do.
Without Zaha?
Yeah, I think it's going to be an own goal or something.
You can play that back to me next week. Oh, I won't be
Bet
here.
me own goal.
And in the Burnley Fulham game, I'm going to go 0-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fulham have had a few of them recently, so
I kind of like that because Fulham is another team that have actually been a little bit decent.
A little bit better at the back, yeah.
We'll
get
talk
to
about that. But yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Any players other than what we've highlighted?
Not really, actually. I don't know what's going to happen. I just threw some numbers out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Big one next. I love it. City, Tottenham.
huge.
Big game.
Especially with Harry Kane back.
I know. It makes a huge
Where'd that come
difference.
from? I was like, this is classic. Kane's injured.
Yeah.
2 months.
both ankles, and then
Yeah.
next minute he's out there scoring goals.
Yeah. I was like,
happen.
Well, I saw he scored a goal. I was like, what the fuck? He's meant to be out.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, sir.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know, Manchester City beat Liverpool 4-1.
Thanks for the reminder.
Sorry.
Appreciate that.
Wow. I mean, City really have they were clinical, but they have to thank Alisson for most of that.
Yeah.
Sterling looked really good in that game.
Really good.
And
he
he was-
always shows up against Liverpool.
I
though.
know.
It's like,
No, he actually doesn't.
oh, nah, come
He's
on.
never scored against us.
Except
Really?
For this game.
Yeah, this is the
I don't
first time he
know.
scored against us.
Oh,
Heto's been fucking waiting for the day. He's like, oh, don't you vote.
I don't know.
that was the best
man.
thing.
Are
Or
you
it's definitely,
sure?
well, it's definitely at Anfield at least.
Okay, I think that's right. Because
he'd always come back and everyone would just rip into him because he'd have shocker games. There was a point where Pep wouldn't even start him because he was so traumatized by playing against us.
by the cop.
But he rinsed Trent.
Traumatized.
He rinsed Trent.
Speaking of trauma,
Trent
Yeah.
from being rinsed by him.
Trent's fucking
Yeah,
traumatized.
he was rinsed and he did. I don't know what was happening.
Well,
for that
Sterling was
pen.
playing as the false nine in that game.
No, he was off left side. Foden started false nine and then they switched.
Oh, did they? Oh, the lineup showed something
yeah.
different.
Yeah, it was a little bit different.
Okay.
He was
Anyway.
on Trent all game.
Oh,
at
right.
back.
But
Interesting.
mentioning Foden, fuck, he had a game, eh?
You know what? I saw that and I was like, motherfucker. That was like, I was already annoyed I dropped Foden because I drafted him.
Yeah.
Calling this season.
Yeah.
And then Pep just fucking dropped him out of the squad for like pretty much consistently for like over a month. And I was really a fanboy of Foden this year. I was like, this is going to be a year for him for sure. I kept calling it. I said it here. And then it just, Pep fucked me.
Yeah.
And then I dropped him. And look where I am now. I'm looking at Foden from the outside going, I called it.
Hey, imagine if you did have him, then you wouldn't have the waiver wire over me this week. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I don't know if one waiver wire is worth it. I don't know. But Foden's been really point-wise return. You've had some dead solid runs there.
No, 100%. I'm saying that this now, like he's hitting his stride. I can just see it continuing.
Yeah.
Like, and their form, he's getting starts. He's playing a lot. I mean, I don't think we really have to sell Foden on this one. He's a good player, and I think it's going to keep going. So, yeah, if you can trade for him, try.
Yeah, he looks good. He got a 16-point haul this week, but I will remind you there was 5 basically blanks and then 2 double-digit hauls just before that. So they are a little bit few and far between, but I still think that this is his moment. End of the season, clutch it up. I'd try to trade for him.
KDB's out, so
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, there's more space for him in that squad, and he's looking really good. So Pep plays people in form. We've seen that heaps of times.
For sure,
So.
exactly. I'd be trying to trade for him.
yeah. Well,
That'll be
speaking of a
tough.
man in form, Gundogan.
Oh God, I'm done
Jesus
talking about
Christ.
him. Well, he's not available. So should we even talk about him? No one's ever gonna. He's not available in any fucking
Matt,
league.
but what if you had him? Would you be trading high?
Maybe actually.
Like, you'd be like, give me Son for him.
dude, he just. I
Like,
feel like
he's killing it.
have they built that team for him to keep scoring goals though?
I
Like it
don't
just
know.
seems he's always arriving.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he's playing a lot
they're
more
not
forward
playing-
than he normally does.
Because they're not playing
Yeah,
with a striker
seems
as
like
much,
it.
and he's arriving late in the box or always in the box as that extra man.
You bring up such an interesting point because you say, "Oh, try and get Son for him." I'm a Son owner, and I just started, the clogs. What is it?
You got the cogs turning.
The cogs are turning.
The clogs are something you wear, maybe in Finland.
Yeah, Finland. But I don't even think I would give Son for him.
Yeah, you wouldn't be
I
tempted.
wouldn't do it.
with the form.
I know the form looks
Well,
so good.
Rashford.
Dude, Son. Have you seen where Son is on the fucking table of best players?
I just couldn't
Well, I
do
just
it.
throw a name out there.
Yeah.
Like someone good.
I wouldn't even do it for Rashi, to be
Yeah.
honest. No.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I just don't know if it can continue, but it probably will.
But what about, why are you saying pick the players from a team that's going to win?
I know.
If it's shifting to City winning and this run continues.
I was just saying, I agree that I think he's going to keep scoring. I think it's not stopping. I just think Son is.
well, yeah, maybe I went too high with that.
You went
guess,
too
but,
high.
But someone,
Rashi, well, I would do it for Rashi.
Would you?
I think so.
I fucking love Rashford.
but that level, like that's a really interesting offer because some people would be tempted by it.
Yeah. I think
Especially-
If the Gundogan owner came to me and wanted Sterling, I'd take it.
Yeah.
really.
I might.
Wow.
Well, same team. You're going team for team. There's less
Sterling's
risk.
just not getting any big hauls this year. but
Less risk
He's
from-
hovering outside the top 10. He's definitely not giving me the returns I wanted from him.
Look, I've been hitting up quite a few, people that run fantasy kind of blogs and stuff on Insta. If you guys are listening, shout us out because you guys play probably the different version of fantasy. And what do you guys think about that?
Yeah. It'd
Because
be
we
interesting to
play
hear.
draft and it's a little bit different, but we'd love to get your perspective. So shout us out.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Now, we should move on. We didn't really talk about the goals, but they were beautiful. There was that
everyone's
amazing...
seen them, mate. Everyone's seen
I
them.
did want to give some credit to Foden where he just fucking walked straight through the Liverpool defense and just put that ball in for Gunny. It was like...
But you're also like shooting against a man who's traumatized himself with 2 horrible passes out.
yeah, but still...
He lashed it, but there was still level. I think Allison by then was just like dead man.
I was
walking.
more talking about Foden's run there. He just burnt through. That was
Oh yeah, before the shot.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
he did look good.
Too
Yeah.
easy.
So basically, if you didn't know, Gundogan 2 goals, Sterling a goal, Foden 2 assists, Silva in with some points. I'm not interested in Silva though, and Jesus with an assist. Now, Tottenham. Oh, we didn't talk about City's second game. They've got a double.
Well, we talk about City, and maybe we'll just talk about that when we talk about Everton.
Yeah. Oh, let's quickly go over the City players, though. Well, it's the same shit, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
City are playing Everton as well. Double game week for them. City owners are frothing.
Yeah. I wish KDB was in the team.
It's two big fixtures for them, but it'd be interesting to see how they handle it because they can't rotate forward as much just because they're missing. But I think Aguero's back in training now, so.
Have you still got him?
I still got him. Oh my God. Still gone. Hold him.
I mean, there's not really many people you could drop for him. I don't think you'd be
No, that's
winning.
the thing. I'm picking up a random shit striker.
Yeah.
It's not going to change my team too much. So, but yeah, I think in terms of Tottenham this week, though, obviously we said surprise that Kane's back.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of reflected in this game. He was all over the place that game. He was just smacking shots galore.
Yeah.
I couldn't even keep count of the amount of attempts he had. Probably could have had 6 goals.
Yeah. I know. His heat map, of all of his touches was crazy. They threw it up there and he's just all over the park.
Can I say something quickly? And this is a little strategy that I'll bring it up here because it's semi-relevant to this game. But due to COVID, there were obviously a lot of suspended games all over the place. It was a kind of a bit hard to keep track of how many games every team has played. And I was having a look at the table the other day, and people might have been keeping track of this. It might be very obvious. But I was just kind of looking through and looking at the games played. And obviously, Chelsea hasn't postponed 1 game. So they've played 23 games.
Good COVID policy there.
Great COVID policy. Those players play. But Aston Villa, terrible COVID policy. They've played 21. So they've actually got 2 extra games that are going to be played. So how do you look at that from a trade perspective and maybe take advantage of someone who's not paying attention to those numbers and try and trade in from the bench or trade with someone for players from Aston Villa and Everton, both the teams with
doubles,
the least amount of games being played on 21.
That's pretty good. I mean, you'd have to do it pretty soon because they have announced another double game week for game week 26 or something, I believe. So I think all of these double game weeks are going to come thick and fast because I think the Premier League are worried about even more delays. So there probably will be more double game weeks later in the season as well. But it is a really interesting strategy, and I think it would be something to capitalize on for sure.
It's just those little things that you got to trade for those advantages from people in your league that might not be paying attention.
100%.
And that's in draft. That's where you can kind of figure out a way to trade. Because how often do you find yourself going, oh, that person wants way, way too much.
Yeah.
So you got to find those little things that people aren't looking for, I guess is what I'm saying. And this is a unique season, but
yeah, the little edges. I like it.
Edges.
Yeah, my only just small thing to think about there is with this year with a double game week, I don't think it's as valuable as we've seen previous seasons where it's they're playing once a week and then every now and again they've got the 2. They're playing every 3 fucking days. I think the longer these double game weeks go into the season, they'll become less and less valuable
because they'll be tired.
Just more tired.
Great point.
They've played so many games of 2 a week. You're getting so much rotation that's so unpredictable.
Yeah,
good point.
Maybe now it's still okay, but I think potentially there was a good haul last double game weeks. People were getting good points.
There was a few, yeah.
But I think if these carry right to the end of the season, I don't know if they'll be as valuable. So if you get your Aston Villa games soon, maybe.
Yeah. But later
keep an eye on the
season.
fixture release when it comes out.
Okay, well, good stuff. Now let's talk about Tottenham. Look, we already said Son back. He's scoring goals. Kane back. I don't know. What do you guys think for this game? I think City are probably going to do them a good one.
They'll probably will, but Jose, he's going to set Tottenham up way more defensively than Klopp did.
It's going to be a counter game.
It's definitely going to be a counter game for them, and it just depends on how long that they can absorb the City pressure for. And if City get an early goal, then it throws Mourinho's strategy completely out the window.
I don't think they'll be able to keep them out.
me either. But
I think, yeah.
But there's sting in their counter, and it comes now that Kane's back. Kane is such a big part of that because he just holds up and distributes the ball so well. And I saw it immediately. Like there was one pass in that game. I was like, "Fuck, how did he get so good at passing?"
Yeah.
But I just think they really do carry a lot of sting on the counter. So maybe City might not be able to keep them out because they will be playing pretty high up the pitch. Just because Mourinho will be set up for that. The other thing I was going to say is Son in that game in this game where he scored the goal. Fuck, I don't know if you saw from one angle, you can see him running in after I think Lucas Moura who feeds him the ball.
Yeah.
And man, is he working.
Yeah.
Like he is fucking bolting up the pitch.
Yeah.
And you can see in his face.
his
it
cheeks.
fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Like he is like I think it was pretty late in the game. And
Yeah, it was.
He's spent. Like,
Yeah.
but they were 1-0 up against West Brom, and he is still fucking running. The guy is he's a gun.
Man,
He
I've wanted him in my team in Liverpool for so long.
Oh, I couldn't
He's
believe
like
he's been at Tottenham for this long.
Yeah, he is awesome.
That's a story for another day.
That's incredible. But yeah, should I predict it, boys?
predict.
Do it.
I'm going to go first game. So City Tottenham. I'm going to say City 3, Tottenham 1,
Yeah. Okay.
and then
City 3, Tottenham 1. Yeah, I like that.
and then for Everton City, I think we'll see City winning 1-0.
wow.
Yeah, it's a quick game afterwards.
I'd probably reverse that.
Yeah,
Just to throw it out
Everton
there.
upset.
No, I'd say that City will beat Tottenham 1-0 and then 3-1 against Everton
Okay.
because I think Carlo will just play.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so next game. Now, this is less exciting. It's Brighton versus Aston Villa. I mean, I'd say it's less exciting, but Brighton's in form. Aston Villa's in form. It could be a good game. In terms of fantasy prospects, I'll keep it short. I mean, it was a 1-1 draw against Burnley for Brighton. They've had a lot of clean sheets, so their defense is something to be taken note of at the moment. Yeah, pretty impressive for them. They didn't keep a clean sheet this game, but and I wouldn't really be backing them against Aston Villa for a clean sheet, but it's something to take note of. Keep an eye on their fixtures coming up. I don't know if anyone can have a quick look for me. For me at
I'll
that.
get it up for you.
But yeah, basically Connolly looked good in their game. Shot saved. Dunk coming in with his third goal of the season. Kind of gifted that one.
Yeah, he was a little bit, but he's been on fire. He's doing a kind of under the radar point haul at the moment. It's
It's
like
always
Dawson
Dunk,
was
dude.
saying the other week from West Ham. He's doing that.
Dunk in previous seasons, man.
Yeah.
He scores goals.
He does.
Slam
Set
dunk.
piece maestro. Yeah, so they're playing Villa and then Palace and West Brom. So they've got three kind of decent fixtures that they can maybe get some
clean.
I agree with the Villa game. I don't think they'll keep them out because Villa have just really impressed me this season. But Palace and West Brom might be jumping on defense.
But that Villa fixture might scare away a couple people who would have been considering
And go that
Brighton.
week early pickup, like we've said previously.
But honestly, like, I don't know. It's not necessarily a week early pickup. At this stage, they've kept 4 clean sheets previous to this. So
against big teams as well.
I honestly hadn't, picked up on that. But yeah, it might fly under other people's radars too. But yeah, I reckon if people are paying attention, I'm sure some Brighton players are gone in our league.
There's quite a few, but in our league, there's quite a few available. Like Trossard went this week, but we got likes of Pascal Gross that's made a really good resurgence to fantasy prospect.
What about defensively wise?
Defensively wise,
Dunk's free.
Yeah,
White's free. Webster's free. Pretty much their whole defense is free. No one's jumped on it.
Yeah.
It's because they had
some tough games.
They had on paper they had a few tough games. They had a nice Leeds, Sheffield. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
but they beat Tottenham and Liverpool.
Yeah,
1-0.
they had Leeds and Fulham, which you'd think is okay, but then they had Tottenham, Liverpool, which you would have steered away from. But they went clean sheet all through 4 of them. So
That's it. That's why I picked up Sanchez this week. No more Matty Ryan.
Huge
I don't
run.
have that debacle.
huge run. So yeah,
good points from him. He's probably the main pickup, but Dunk is actually looking pretty spicy too.
Yeah, we've been
And
slow,
some
but
half decent fixtures. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out on the old slam dunk. Now Aston Villa, it's the same stuff from them really. They won 1-0 against Arsenal, which I would have expected. Arsenal had a small resurgence and now they're back in the dumpster.
Yeah, that fucking stupid
Dumpster fire
pass.
that is Arsenal.
Stupid pass which Traore jumped on. Getting Watkins very lucky to somehow get that ball trickling over the line.
Oh, but so
That shot.
nice from Traore.
Oh, so nice from him, but it was a very awkward trickling ball.
Yeah, it was a trickler.
Yeah. I love how someone's written somebody sour laughing at my comment of weak shot from Watkins.
Yeah, that was me. I wrote you're a bit sour on that one. I was
It was so ugly. After the work of Traore, I was just like, it's just so ugly.
yeah, but
that's
you used
happened.
to own him, and now Watkins is on a run. I mean, Watkins is a player in form right now.
He's got a little bit of form.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
He's salty as.
Not a little.
He is salty. I told you he
Heato
was.
drafted him, and when he drafted him, everyone was just like, what?
Heato, look at the form from game week 19. 6, 6, 2, 6, 9.
6269. That's nothing.
6, 6, 2, 6, 9.
That's pretty good. I would love to have him as one of my strikers.
I'm happy to have him,
mate.
at the
Injured
moment.
Aguero is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you loved having him this season. And we all know how my team's going compared to yours. So,
Mate, I've had Cavani. He's been killing it.
yeah, that is a good pickup. Let's save that, Heato. Save that. Stop coming in with that shit. Anyway, this is an interesting fixture. I think it's me to predict here.
Yeah, give us something.
Two lively attacking teams.
It's Villa for me. It's still Villa. They just did it to Arsenal. They keep doing it every week. I'm not doubting them again. Villa going to win 2-1. No clean sheet. I know we talked it up, but
I
next
hope we
week.
see more goals than that.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I'll take the result.
Me too. Now, next game, Southampton versus Wolves. Like, there's a little bit intrigue here. So, a disappointing result for Southampton. They lost 3-2 to Newcastle,
Bloody
which I don't think
Newcastle.
anyone was fucking predicting.
No way. They've really dropped away.
Southampton really
Yeah.
dropped. They suffered for that time where they didn't have Ings, and now he's been back for a couple of weeks, but they've just not quite got back to their
No, definitely not.
form. That can happen. It's just confidence and shit and shit. But there's something of note here in this game.
Yeah, not some shit for
Heato.
goal scoring.
Heato. I didn't see Minamino go to fucking
You didn't see it?
Southampton. I missed that.
Oh,
missed
no,
it.
I knew it. I just
Yeah.
I
You just didn't bring it up in the pod?
I didn't because I've been monitoring that situation.
Oh, okay. So
Sometimes
you've been
the
holding
sneaky
out on
sneaks.
tips for our people.
I just because of Southampton's form, I haven't been looking at them. They haven't been really scoring goals at all. I think they've scored 2 or 3 goals in the last 5
And
games.
Minamino's a hard one to pick when he's moving. He's not come from
Yeah, and
with a lot of minutes under his belt.
I agree. But like, I saw that goal. I was like, pick up.
He took that.
yeah,
He took
it
that
was a
role.
cracking goal. And
And everyone,
does it get on the list?
Oh, no.
goal of season.
No.
He just says like,
Fuck off.
what list is this? Best transfer of the season?
Mate, I haven't even got my book open.
Oh God.
But do you know what might be a goal of season though?
JWP?
Yeah, good old
Oh
JWP.
my God.
Jay
Good
Ward
segue.
Prowse.
Fuck
Good
me.
segue.
Talking about jizz all over the recording gear.
Not again. I can't move again.
Let me just calm down a bit.
Now,
that was
JWP is interesting here because he's available in our league. And so he was dropped because he just,
He had a
massive
huge
dip in
gap.
form. But
And that's what it is though.
he is someone that goes on runs, as we've seen previously, in actual previous seasons as well. He just goes on these little bits of runs.
Well,
So I would
Actually,
be very tempted.
interesting here. He's Southampton's top point scorer
Yep.
in fantasy this season by a fair whack. He's on 98 points now,
Yep.
which is insane to think that he's not in someone's team and hasn't been for a while. When you look at it though, yeah, he is known for getting some big points.
It's that long-term hold that where it gets you.
Yeah.
You commit and hold long.
I'm looking at him since game week 16 here. 6 points, 2, 5 points, 1, 2 points, 9. You'd be happy with that if you had him in your team over that period and
Yeah.
no one's grabbed him. Anyway,
Yeah, that's true.
and that's through one of their worst dips in form in ages. They've got a double game week coming up, game week 25. They're playing Wolves this week, Chelsea, then Leeds in a double game week, and Everton. So,
Not the greatest fixtures, but they could get something from it.
yeah, I'd be expecting maybe to see some points from him because there's a bit of consistency from him lately. So, okay. Now, Wolves. Ooh, Wolves.
Quite lively.
Very lively.
Despite the 0-0 score, I think huge shout out for the Neves run. Not Neves, sorry, the Neto run.
Yeah.
Inside his own half, rinses someone in the midfield, goes the whole field, rinses someone again, cuts inside, lays it off to Traore, who then shoots, and then Justin does that huge block, which we spoke about before. But fuck me, if that went in, goal of the season.
Oh, damn. We could have one this week as well.
That run was ridiculous.
It was. And I just would say, again, just like all these long runs that aren't finished, like Grealish, yada, 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 Hazard would have scored it.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, not this. Yeah.
He has 10 years ago. Hazard, maybe?
Dude.
Hazard at Chelsea scores it.
He scores it.
Okay, these drinks are catching up with me.
Yeah, look, he does score that. But Hazard isn't at Chelsea anymore, mate, and that's probably a good thing because he hasn't played a full 90 minutes since he started at Real Madrid. He hasn't played 90.
I'll take him.
What a waste of fucking money.
Crazy.
He's put on weight, eh?
Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for going to Spain.
And he wants to come back now. I'm like, oh, I don't know, bro.
He's been eating too much tapas.
It'd be like Bale back at Tottenham. Dude,
look, let's get back to Wolves. I think the positives to take from this is they didn't let a goal in because they have been struggling lately.
And Johnny's back.
Johnny is back. Yeah,
Johnny back, baby. So I don't know. That's against Leicester. So you got to give him credit there
for sure.
I don't know if looking at this result, this fixture, Southampton versus Wolves. I see goals.
There could
really
be.
Okay.
Two mid-table teams ish.
It's not like Southampton haven't scored in that last game. I mean, one was from a free kick.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I'm not. It's not mine to predict. I don't think.
No, it's not. You've had your turn.
I think it's me.
It's Mylo.
Look, I'll throw something out there. I think Southampton are going to actually just continue to try and get some wins. I'm going to say 2-0 Southampton.
Ooh, I was thinking 2-2.
No.
But Wolves are struggling.
I think Wolves struggle in the attacking department, so I think you're probably right.
Yeah, they are. Oh, fucking Fabio.
So who's... okay. Don't go back. Fabio shouldn't be in anyone's teams. Now, who, though? Southampton.
Oh, I'm going to go JWP and Ings. I think it's going to be a classic.
No Mini. No Minamino.
No Mini. Nah. I think it's a fluke.
Oh, heavy. All right. That's Miles trying to throw me off that scent. Waiver wire, bitch. Okay, next game. West Brom versus Man United. West Brom.
So this is like on our list, just so people know, we've got West Brom versus Man U number 6, knowing that's our 6th fixture. I feel like we're almost predicting the score here with that number there.
Yeah, I that's what I thought it was.
6-0.
Yeah.
They have scored 12 goals since we last recorded, so that's definitely possible.
I know that's insane. And anyway, we'll get there. We'll skim over West Brom. Did they do anything in that game?
Let's just move straight on.
Just quickly, the only thing, I think they've got a new signing striker.
Yeah.
Diagne. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's how they were saying it.
Diagne.
He had a couple of chances, like obviously against a good defense, a good keeper in Loris. But he had a few good chances for an early signing.
And some offside goals.
Yeah, 2 offside goals ruled out. So I'd keep an eye on just to see against a shitter fixture how that turns out.
Yeah.
He could turn around some goals for them.
I'd agree with that for sure. Okay, now Man United, as we said, 12 goals since we last spoke to you guys. Fuck me.
Jesus.
But what a roller coaster.
Yeah, this game especially.
Because like 3-3 against Everton, and like I was watching this and I'm just like, holy fuck. I love this.
Yeah, it was great.
The fact that Everton drew it with them, I was like, and then in Fergie time as well.
In Fergie time.
It was great.
That
and
game
Fergie
had it
was
all.
watching as well in the stands with his mask.
He's like, I shouldn't have come.
Yeah. Sure, they don't. So, I mean, let's talk about this one. We could talk about all the goals that were scored the other week, but I think the goals were pretty spread in that game. There was no really massive, there were plenty of massive individual performances, but I think it was just one of those one-offs.
Yeah, 2 standouts like from the last game was Fernandes and Wan-Bissaka for sure.
Yeah.
They were just on fire.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What do you guys think of the Fernandes goal? Do you think it was that spectacular?
What, this week? Or?
Yeah, this week.
Yes?
Yeah, it was a cracker this week.
Yeah.
Dude, you have the fucking blinders on when it comes to him.
I think we need to do our own goal of the season list. You and I.
No, but don't you think the keeper could have got a better hand on that?
Did you see how much dip there was though?
Dude, dip.
It was at him though.
I dip you, dip you, dip.
It was
Dip.
Where's the hummus at?
Good comeback. Mate, I don't know. It was, I think
It just
the
like
thing
went
that made
over
it,
him.
I
I
think
don't know how it went in.
The thing that made it so cool was just like he takes it, no one comes at him, he kind of rolls it a bit further, looks, and then just hits it with crazy dip. I dip, you dip, we dip.
Shout out to Danny Brown if you're listening. Whatever.
That's why it's Heato's goal of the
Dude,
season.
that
It's not
was-
fucking Draft Boyz goal of the season.
Dude, that was a crack.
It's not on my
I
list.
can't believe. This is jealousy. This is what it is.
Look,
he wishes he had Penana.
I will say that goal was sick, but Rashford's cross to Cavani was even better.
Oh,
that was one of the
juice.
spiciest
nice.
crosses I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that was perfect. It was just so precise, and Cavani's not missing those back post. Boom.
Love it.
Third goal was McSauce.
The sauce boy.
I'm so glad that you said that right now because I think he's a pickup in draft.
Yeah,
Yeah. So he's just scored the winner in the FA Cup game.
he did,
I
didn't he?
know, I saw that.
And look, he's been getting in there. So I really think that he's a pickup.
I'm looking at his history right now.
But I'm not going from a form thing. I'm going for a Malstradamus moment.
Okay, that's fine.
I think he's going to go
Crystal
on a bit of
ball.
a run.
He's got, in the last 2 games, 8 points, and then including that FA Cup game. So,
Look, West Brom's not a bad fixture to think about it for.
and also his starts have been a bit more patchy, and that's because Pogba's been back in the squad. But
Pogba
Pog back is Pog
injured.
out.
He is out.
He's out. So McTominay's got a chance. So Miles, maybe.
I think so. And I will say, if he does go on a bit of form, he's going to make my top 5 list of box-to-box midfielders.
Okay. Fuck. Now everyone's got a fucking
The list we all want to fucking see.
I need a list now. All right.
List, mate.
We'll think of one.
You have a list of dips.
Yeah, but besides from, McSauce,
Tahini.
McTominay, there aren't heaps of differentials
Spicy
that we
capsicum.
can recommend
French onion.
in this United team because, they all would have been taken. So I'm shouting out McTominay for the next, little bit of a period.
And their defense this week against West Brom.
yeah,
I'd back that hard.
if they're available.
The silence after they go.
No, for sure. But if they're available.
Conceded 3 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The likes of like Shaw has actually been, he's not got huge returns, but because he's had to take some minus points. I picked him up a couple of weeks ago. He's on set pieces, getting a couple assists. So if that's not there, anyway, that's that. I think it's going to smash it.
Predict it.
Is it me?
Oh, who is it?
Yeah, it's you.
I think it's me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
you.
going to go with what we foretold at the start of this one, 6-0.
6-0. Okay.
Fuck me. No, won't happen again. Arsenal versus Leeds. Now, this is kind of spice. Okay. I should start with Arsenal lost to Aston Villa 1-0. Aston Villa are an informed team. Arsenal are definitely back in Dip City. Oh, list of dips.
By the dip.
We won't start listing dips again. I think I'm out. Olive Tapenade. Okay, never mind.
Tzatziki.
God, I think we know what snack chat is when he does back next week. Look, not great from them. Pepe looked lively.
He's looked lively for a few game weeks now.
Yeah, but he's just never quite converted.
No.
And that's what we kind of had always said about Saka. It was like, oh, did he mean to do that? Oh, he's got a point here, assist there. But still, he's one to keep an eye on, not one to bring in.
And Aubameyang out as well at the moment.
Matty Ryan.
Yeah.
Who's our boy? Who's our boy that told us to bring up Matty?
Diddy G.
Diddy G.
Shouts out to Diddy G.
Shout
I
out
love
to
you,
Diddy
man.
G. Looks like the Australian keeper is getting some minutes.
Yeah, well, he conceded very early, but he definitely put in a shift after that.
That was
Yeah, he
a-
made up for it. And I don't blame him for that goal. I think it's a defensive error.
Yeah, they
from,
fucked up
no.
conceding.
Yeah. And, after that, he kept them in the game.
Do you know what I loved about him? Every single one of his saves, he cleared the ball perfectly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I've just put it in a dangerous area. It's like, this ball's fucking gone.
Yeah, not like De Gea this week.
You were not, jumping on this at all. And I love that.
But the leaps, some of them are fucking acrobatic. Matty Ryan, if you're listening, great
boy.
work, mate.
Yeah. Graham Potter must be really regretting that decision.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, Sanchez has been good.
Yeah,
but,
he's been good. Yeah, the only other thing worth mentioning is Odegaard got on. He had a chance. He skirted over the crossbar.
TBC still.
TBC.
Yeah.
Now Leeds. Oh, I'll talk about Leeds.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Okay, now early on, Harrison got straight in the goals off an assist from Dallas, who is now playing in the midfield.
Yeah.
He's an out of position player. And guess who has him? This guy. This fucking guy.
Yeah, Whitney Houston over there.
I fucking
So tell me a bit-
Lundströmed it.
Tell me a
again.
bit about it because I haven't seen him in that
All right.
position. So
All right.
what's happening?
This
He's
story
slotted
starts
into-
a long time ago. So last season, I picked up Lundström.
Yeah, I know
knowing
that
he was now.
fucking
No,
story.
no. The people need the history, Heato. Shut up. I'll mute you.
Don't you dare.
Shut up. You're muted. Okay, so I picked up Lundström, out of position player. Look, he went on a streak. I dropped him after the time, the appropriate time. If you play fantasy, there was a time to drop him. This season, wasn't really any good defenders out of position. It didn't exist. There was some out of position, like some strikers that maybe Rashi was one, Aubameyang was a midfielder. It was all looking spicy,
Martial now
but
forward.
none of them really kind of caught fire.
No.
Little unknown player, Dallas. Comes out and he's fucking midfielder now. He's getting clean sheet points. He's getting assists. He's assisting my players. It's terrific.
So where's he playing in the midfield?
It's central.
I'm so glad that he's gloating so much and this is on record because I just can't wait to play it back to him when he loses this
That's
season.
fine. I've had... okay. Take it easy, mate. Look, I'm pretty happy about that pickup.
Yeah,
And-
massive pick up there.
That's the fantasy dream when you kind of like flick on a game that's like not your team. You're like, oh, I'll watch this for a bit. And I'm on holiday and I'm like, Kelly's like asleep in bed next to me. I just pull out my phone. It's like 7 a.m. I'm like, I'll just start watching. I got 2 players. And then like 2 minutes in, boom, I get an assist from my defender to my midfielder, Harrison. Boom, goal. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to watch anymore.
Mate, you already had morning wood. You didn't need that to help you out. So
Yeah.
All right,
I finished.
I think we're gonna have to get these bloody COVID cleaners in again because like this is too much. Can we just let's move on?
Getting too sexual.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, moving on to Paddy B. Mylo.
Yeah, you got something for me. Little poacher goal. Loved it. Needed it because, as you guys know from the start of this episode, I had a shocker. I basically had an Heato effort this game week. I got like 36 or 38.
I'm not calling the cleaner. You can deal with the mess.
And it was good to get something from the last game of last game week because I was getting just smashed.
Honestly, I was watching the game and it looked for a minute like you weren't going to get anything because he left it fairly late. And he had like a one-on-one chance that he kind of like didn't convert. He fucked that. And I will say, I wanted to mention this. So his running is pretty weird, Bamford.
Yeah. It's a lanky fucker.
He does not look comfortable running at full speed.
No.
He's like heads back.
He's very upright.
Yeah, very upright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed. I was watching and I'm like, okay.
All right, can we not diss him too much because I've been hitting him up on social so hard trying to get him to listen to this pod.
Mate, it's nothing against Paddy B because honestly, I tried to pick him up. The boy's a genius.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, he keeps captaining himself in
The only problem with
fantasy.
The only problem with Paddy B is he's not in my team. He's in your team, and I'm going to talk shit about him when he's not in my team.
For sure. And, you got to give him a shout out because he just scored his 100th goal for Leeds.
I know.
So
And he captained himself
that was...
again in fantasy. What a hero.
He's a boss. He's a boss.
ex-Chelsea prospect.
Yeah, just another...
Okay, shut the fuck up, Heato. You know how to bring us down. Late on in that game,
somehow.
I will note, low drive from Dallas saved. Oh, my God. I was watching that. We were at the airport. I'm like, oh, God. And they're like, yeah. Oh,
We can't take off yet. I've got to wait for this game to finish.
I'll tell you what, I took off. Anyway, so Dallas is actually, if he's not in someone's team, he better be. That's a big pickup for me. Out of position.
Huge.
They're looking pretty good. His history of points, I'm just bringing up.
Yeah.
They've had a few good returns.
Dallas is their second highest point scorer, well behind Bamford. But yeah, in the last couple of weeks, he's had some big points. 12-1-2-2, not so good there. 7-1-12. So he's got the chance to get goals, assists, and clean sheets.
And I was going to say, Leeds, looking at their fixtures, but I just don't really think it matters besides if it's City who they're playing. They're going to play. And when you actually do look at them, Arsenal, Wolves, Southampton, Villa, West Ham, I just think they're all good fixtures for Leeds.
Yeah, I'd agree, except maybe Aston Villa. But the rest, Leeds has a chance against any of those teams. We've seen it before.
For sure.
Do I get to predict this?
Yeah.
Okay. Leeds. It's got to be Leeds.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just going to say 2-0. 2-0 feels right for me to Leeds. Ooh, we got a double game week coming up. Everton, one of those teams we mentioned, only played 21 games. They're playing Fulham. Everton showed a heroic effort against United. They drew 3-3 with United. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, my second box-to-box midfielder of all time, Decore, he really impressed me.
This list has come out of nowhere.
And honestly, I actually will shout him out big time, especially for this double game week, because he's probably someone that's available in basically most leagues. And I just think that he's just such a great differential that shows that he can do it on both ends of the pitch. And I just really like him for these two fixtures.
I agree with that. Goal and assist this week. Obviously, got a little bit lucky with the poor save from De Gea, putting the ball out to him, but he's there. He's there. Involved.
Yeah.
Late run.
What about that hit from James?
Ooh.
He strikes the ball well, doesn't he?
Well, it's getting a bit warmer. Even though it's
it's fucking snowing everywhere. Maybe it's cold, or maybe it's his perfect temp.
Maybe that in between, he just can't do
down.
it. Yeah.
Is it hot or cold?
We dipping again? Oh, shit. I'm out of dips. That's for sure. That was a nice finish from him. And then the late fucking winner in Fergie time.
Yeah.
DCL. Oh, saving all of his fantasy owners.
I'm so stoked on that because I actually put a big bet on DCL a few game weeks into the season that he'd be Young Player of the Year. And just these little assists and these goals here and there are just cementing it because there's no one around him. And he's paying $450.
Wow.
At the time.
How old is he?
I think he's like 22.
Holy shit.
I'm not sure exactly.
23 maybe.
That man bun gives him like an extra 3 years.
But when I saw, because he was top goal scorer, I think he'd scored like 6 by then. And I was like, they're still offering $450 for Young Player of the Year. And I was like, I'm jumping on that. I put a big bet on it as well.
What about Mount and shit? Like,
look, they're nowhere.
Is he not? He's nowhere near, really.
No. Oh, man, look at DCL's season. How could he not get it?
He's killing it. He is. And he's 23, boys.
Yeah.
I just keep hearing Mount's name, though. Anyway, I don't disagree. He's definitely, it's a decent bet.
Yeah, thank you.
So pretty amazing effort from Everton. Other side of this fixture is Fulham. Now, Fulham have had actually a couple of semi-decent results lately. Someone might have to bring that up for me. They've drawn here with West Ham, which I would say is as good as a win for them. Because West Ham have been decent this season. They look pretty good this game. I mean, not much to say. It was a 0-0 draw.
They lost 2-0 to Leicester before, drew 2-2 with West Brom and had a clean sheet against Brighton. So the clean sheets, then a week with 2 goals, week off,
more
another
goals
clean
coming
sheet.
out from them, hey? Like,
well, Mitro's back in.
And Cordova Reid has looked good. That's a guy that might be available. And with a double game week for Fulham, I mean, strikers are tough. As I was saying, I picked up AU just to try something.
Yeah.
And obviously didn't work out, but he's someone I'd be looking at.
Well, there's not much rotation in Fulham.
No.
So
that's minutes. He's going to play, I don't know. He's playing against Everton and then Burnley. Sorry, just looking there.
I'd actually also do a shout out to Areola, the goalkeeper, because I think he's been pretty much their player for the last 5 or 6 game weeks.
But there's been some really good keepers this season. Do you really fair enough for the shout out. But
I'm doing a shout out for the double game week. He's playing
just
a team
keeper playing twice, a couple of saves
against Everton and maybe a cleanie against Burnley.
Yeah.
You could get 20 points from him if you're lucky. Maybe 18, 17 points if those things happen.
We'll play that one back to him. But 20 points from the Fulham defender. From the Fulham keeper.
Double game week, though.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not saying
So if he gets a cleanie against Burnley, he might get a couple of bonus.
Yeah, saves 4 penalties. Yeah, he could get it.
Come on, then he's getting 40, mate.
Okay, so yeah, look, there's some options at Fulham. Yet again, we say it every week. Loftus-Cheek looks pretty good, but he's not really converted that into points.
I'd be jumping on a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
It'd only be this double game week if you think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just for this week I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, we need a prediction for that one, Mylo.
Yeah, so what am I predicting? Like Everton versus Fulham, then Everton versus City.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Everton versus Fulham, I'm going to say 3-0. And then for Everton versus...
To who?
To Everton.
Okay. Just checking.
And then I'm going to say Everton versus City. We've already predicted that, haven't we?
Yeah, you give it though. I don't know if you've done it.
No,
or
but you
not.
need to do Burnley versus Fulham.
As well.
Is that what I'm doing?
all of them? All of them.
Sorry, it's so confusing over
All of
here.
them.
All right, Everton versus City. I'm going to say what I said before, 3-1 to City.
Okay.
You've already predicted
countering
it.
mine.
No, countering Heato's
Oh,
one.
okay.
1-0 that he predicted. And then Burnley Fulham, I'm going to say 0-0. Get that clean
That
sheet
clean.
for Areola. You.
All right.
He's going.
I think I predicted that first time when I predicted.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I definitely did.
Now, here's one that's not looking too exciting. West Ham versus Sheffield.
Yeah.
West Ham drew 0 with Fulham, which is not good for them.
Poor from them.
Yeah, really poor. Clean sheet points, obviously. So, take them as they come. Maybe West Ham defenders are looking pretty good this game.
I would, be very keen for that.
Sheffield, Sheffield came out against Chelsea. They definitely had more chances than I ever seen. They've been more attacking than I ever seen before. They started with one of their most attacking lineups up front. I think McBurney was on as well, and he was creating a lot of pace. McGoldrick didn't start.
They had McBurney and the fast dude, Burke. Ollie Burke.
Ollie Burke. Yeah. Anyway,
Ollie Burke.
they were looking quick, and they definitely gave Chelsea some problems early on. Other than the fact that they didn't get the goal, Rudiger did.
Again, just showing they haven't got much going. So highlighting that West Ham defense, and they've been on a good run. Like I'm loving Dawson at the moment. He's providing me some nice points in West Ham. So Cresswell with bonus as well from their side.
So let's get a prediction for this game. I mean, there's not much to say.
Yeah, I'm going to go West Ham 2, Sheffield 0.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, good.
I think we'll probably see Souček again. He's a madman.
Well, his red card was rescinded. So
Yeah.
is that.
Him and the fact that like the two most informed midfielders are him and Gundogan.
Yeah.
It's like fucking crazy. You'd
It's
never
weird.
pick them for fantasy, but they're absolutely killing
That
it
is the beauty, though. And if you can jump,
on one of them and add to a strong midfield.
that's why, like, I'm not saying that you can stop coming last because of this, but if you're paying attention in last in the draft format, the waiver wire favors you completely. Like, if you are paying attention, you have first crack at all those players.
What's happened in
And
our
if you're-
league? Tim's
Yeah.
in our last spot. He's got both of those players and he's rocketed up to second last.
Yeah.
That's it.
To second, he's rocketed up to second last.
No.
Well,
he
like how quickly he's pulled back on that
I
position.
know, but
Yeah.
that sounded brutal.
No, I'll justify Heato because the gap between him and Bobby in second last was massive.
It was big.
And he's come back from a long way, exactly from what you've said. He's listened to the podcast, he's taken the tips, and he's used them.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah, he's
it's
nailed those
just
waivers.
but it's very easy when you're coming last or you're sitting mid-table to kind of just be like, oh God, I'm doing so shit this year. There's no way. You don't pay as much attention. It's just not as enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's why draft is so great because, you have that waiver wire structure that really, it's factored in.
yeah. So
Perfect.
It's good. There's chances for comebacks. And
then just
Tim's
to
done a good job there.
Yeah, just a shout out to Tim. He's going to be joining us next week when you're away on holiday, Whitey.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to getting his perspective on what's happened.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I can't wait to tune in, find out what he's been thinking.
You better be listening on holiday.
Of course he's going to.
Yeah, I'll have a nice
better.
long drive home from Jarvis to listen to it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, now getting into our final one. Oh God, this is going to be tough to keep short. We love a bit of Chelsea.
Oh, I can help you.
No need, mate. We got this.
On to Kings and Peasants.
Okay, Chelsea versus Newcastle is the upcoming game. I don't know if it'll be a bit more spicy with Newcastle's last result, but yeah, Chelsea won 2-1.
I think it's different. Previously, you were just like, oh, Chelsea going to walk over them, but Chelsea have now got they're starting to work a little bit better with Tuchel, Newcastle.
Tickle? Do you call him Tickle?
No, Tuchel.
Oh, Tuchel. I thought you said Tickle.
Tickle. I don't know. It could be how you pronounce it. I don't know. But yeah,
they're looking much more
They're
solid.
looking a lot more solid. Newcastle, surprise win, some points coming out. So, yeah.
Well, so just to solidify that, the scores were 2-1 to Chelsea and 3-2 to Newcastle against Southampton. So Christensen taking over Silva in the middle of defense there.
He looked great.
He did look good. I would just say that they were definitely lacking that just like, I don't know what it is. I think it's the way that Silva reads the game.
Yeah.
He never looks out of position. He is just... he's old. He's not quick.
It's moments you don't notice normally, but now because you got a worse defender there, you're like, oh, that's a little bit
How long Silva out for? Do we know?
I think it's still TBC at the moment.
Okay.
Fuck that.
It did look good.
Yeah, see if you guys knew because he's in
I
my
don't know
team.
either. I'm a little bit nervous on Chelsea's defense, especially after seeing that like Sheffield did press us a bit, and Rudiger does not do well under pressure. I remember
We
this.
saw that, didn't we?
Oh, man, I remember like when he first came, one of his biggest problems were teams were pressing and he just like couldn't get the ball out from the, like when you're passing at the back. That's my bedtime reminder, guys. Time to go to bed. But Rudiger couldn't play from the back. And I saw that in that Sheffield game as well. Rudiger was struggling and he gets caught on the ball and he does stupid shit like fucking put it in his own goal.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a misunderstanding between, him and Mendy. Look, I will say you're giving him a little bit too much grief for me because I do think that he's one of our better defenders.
I do think he's good. He's physical, he's fast. But I think when he's under pressure
He makes a mistake.
and they want him to pass out from the back, he does make mistakes.
That could be true.
It is true.
It's kind of like a Gerrard slip type situation. Bit of pressure and he misses up. But
Nice
look,
segue.
Oh, we're talking about Liverpool again. Okay.
Just their failures, mate.
the one thing that I will say that I've taken from this game, and it's something that I mentioned pretty much like after about 4 game weeks of this season, that penalty takers are just so massive this season. I think, we've seen just so many have happened. And with Jorginho back in the team and on pens, I think that he's definitely one to consider.
It's a hard one. You've called that earlier before.
I know.
there's
As
been
soon
a
as you did
huge
it
gap.
last time,
Yeah.
he missed like 3 penalties.
Okay, that you're exaggerating it.
He missed 3
completely.
penalties.
He didn't miss 3.
Dude, he's missed 3 penalties this season. They said it in the game before he took the pen.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. But look,
I don't think it was 3 in a row.
Look,
But
he
it was
might
3
have
pens
missed his
missed.
quota for his whole entire life. And I think with a team like Chelsea, who are just so lively and they're going to get pens for the rest of the season, and it looks like he's really fitted it back into the midfield and he's going to take them. If he hasn't missed so far under Thomas, then it's going to happen.
Oh my God. Like, I'm looking at this, Miles. He got 12 points in the first game, 15 in the 4th game of the season.
Yeah.
And then it was like a 5 and then 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Well, it wasn't being played. 3 and -1, missed the pen there.
Yep.
Like nothing for weeks and weeks. Last 2 game weeks, 11 and 10.
Yeah. It's
But-
a form per game, mate, that we're playing.
I know. But I'm just like, I feel like it's early.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. It's just like the James Ward-Prowse thing. You're waiting for a set piece, essentially.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict.
But with a team like Chelsea, you got Werner, you got
it's
Hudson.
the thing. It's one of those things. You just
Pulisic.
it's a punt. There's no form to really go off.
There's no form. 2 double game week hauls.
But it pens though.
That's fine.
No, but like that's not like he's creating things outside of a pen.
Look,
For me, that's
I'm
not like
going to be
it's a
so
punt.
pumped when
But
Newcastle
for me, it's a
defenders
gamble.
don't know what to do with Chelsea.
Yeah, but it's a
attackers.
gamble. It's a gamble because you can't predict a pen.
We're all up for a gamble, aren't we?
Yeah, but
well, that's why we're here, aren't we?
It's not an informed, formed decision.
We gamble
That's all
every
I'm
week.
saying.
We guess these results.
What are you talking about? We're knowledgeable. We're looking into the stones.
Okay,
Yeah.
Now let's talk about
Crystal
the other
balls.
guy who got a few points here. Werner, 2 assists
Yeah.
in this one.
Looking a little bit better.
A bit better. I'm not saying but good, but a bit better.
Yeah.
And it was a nice cutback from him for that Mount goal. As we talked about Mount before, he's ticking over.
He looks good.
He does. And for his age, he looks quite mature in the way he plays. And he's just
I actually would love him at Liverpool.
well, fucking good luck with that, mate.
But just
Mate, who don't you
But
want?
his
He knows face. Yeah. Have you seen your fucking team? You should focus on defenders.
Yeah, he's like, I want Son, I want Mount, I want Grealish. Jesus, who else do you not
Maybe he
want?
needs some uninjured defenders.
Yeah.
He's got no response. He's so sad here, guys.
look, not all of us have just blew 300 million in the transfer window, right?
Did we ever? It was so good. I love when we do that. It's just like we were gone for a couple of seasons. Sploosh. Splash.
And they obviously didn't clean up the jizz there because it's still a bit sticky.
No more jizz talk. Heato. You're really on a jizz. You're on a jizz run.
All right.
Okay, that's enough Chelsea. Newcastle. Now, that was pretty surprising. 3-2 against Southampton, as we said. St. Maximin was just too fast down the wing. Assisted Joe Wilcox, first goal. I think he was an Arsenal
He was on
Youth
loan,
Academy product. On loan, he scored 16 minutes into his debut. So I don't want to say one to watch too early, but 16 minutes into debut, it's pretty good.
Very good.
And Alex St. Maximin was looking good this game and finally actually turning it into points. He set up Almiron for the second goal. Almiron deflected that one in. Not pretty, but they're scoring goals.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Wilson. So that's something to take on board. And then finally, Almiron got a double, scoring outside the box off a defensive mistake. I don't know if the keeper could have done better there, but it was bottom corner finish. So.
Yeah. Marley, you must have been Devo to see Wilson not in there.
Yeah, well, he got an early injury, went off after about 35 minutes, I
Yeah,
believe.
brutal.
So that's tough pill to swallow when you wake up and see Newcastle have scored 3 goals and then you click on it and Wilson isn't in it.
Dude, that's the worst.
But then I had a look at it and, he's injured. I'm actually monitoring it pretty closely at the moment. And
What are you in chats with his fucking agent? You're monitoring it pretty closely.
He's got some beef on the ground.
You know what he's doing? He's clicking on the fantasy website 3 times a day, going, no update yet. No injury report.
Refresh.
mate, you
Dead
don't-
leg. It's a dead leg.
He's got Google alerts set.
You
He's got a
don't
man
know
on the
what
ground.
it takes to monitor your players, all right? Okay.
He's on the phone to Brucey.
I'm a 2-time winner of this league, and that's more than you can say, okay?
I thought he was 3.
No, I think there's only one 3-time winner.
Is that Stace?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I've been trying to catch the motherfucker.
All right, enough about our horrible league. Last thing on that one, Hendrick's second yellow. And then did they get another red at the end of that game?
Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure.
Anyway, they survived. They had to survive 40 minutes
Just one red card.
with a second yellow. So with a red card. So, not bad from them to win that one.
Mm.
And then I guess, prospects really. Almiron, got a double. You got to look at that. Alex St. Maximin, a double assist.
Willock's walked straight into the team.
Joe Willock, looking good. So there's some names there that won't be in teams. I'm not sure I'm necessarily picking them up against Chelsea, but
Watching them, over the next.
They don't have a great run of fixtures. It's Chelsea, United, Wolves. So
It's not great,
no, it's not good. Anyway,
but it's something to monitor.
yeah, definitely something to monitor. Oh God, Miles is fucking monitoring.
Give us a prediction, Whitey.
I'm gonna predict this shit. Ooh boy, Chelsea 2, Newcastle 0.
Okay.
I can see that. That was
We're not super prolific at the moment. I think that Tuchel tickle as Heato
Call him
calls
Thomas,
him.
mate.
tickle me.
Tickle.
You call Frank, you call Jose. We call Thomas.
There's only one. There's only one Thomas.
That's it.
Thomas the Tank.
There's a Thomas here. 21 Thomas. Well, that wraps that up for this week. I think we should play our final game here, Kings and Peasants.
That's it.
Miles, how do we play Kings and Peasants?
Yeah, so Kings and Peasants is a game that we play against each other where we pick a king, so someone that's either got a lot of form or fantasy royalty, like Aguero or maybe past Aguero, and then we pick a peasant, so someone that's just a little bit unknown, maybe someone that's maybe just starting to come in a bit of form, breaking out, and if we don't think that they fall under the peasant category, we have a vote, and because there's always an odd number, or most of the time, we get a result. So because we play this game like the waiver wire in fantasy draft, the last place picks first, and I believe we haven't done the points. We've been a bit lazy this week. Few drinks have happened, but let's just keep it the same order. Whitey, who are you picking?
Okay. First, you got to look at these double game weeks, for this.
Definitely.
Take advantage.
Dip your toe.
Dip. Yeah, look, I'm going to dip. I'm going to pick... Oh, shit.
He's had to lean away from the mic. He's doing some research.
Nah, come on. We can't keep...
Come on.
Okay, I'm picking Foden as my king.
Okay. We'll give you that.
Yeah, you fucking better. And...
You haven't picked him before yet? Oh, you had him. Oh, no, you didn't have him.
No,
That's
you
Miles.
Jeez, take it easy.
I'm looking at the wrong column.
Mate, you got to look at the right columns. That's the first rule of fantasy.
All right, come on, mate. Give us something.
You guys pick your kings. I got to come back for my peasants.
All right, Heato.
My king this week is going to be Cavani.
Okay.
Part of that 6-0 win over West Brom, I'm predicting. So,
Look, I'll give it to you.
well, you got no other option. Is you can't downgrade him. Well, you could if you want me to.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, can you? Look, for my king, I'm going to pick up Digne. Lucas Ding.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting choice.
Thank you.
The Boars, interesting choice.
Yeah, mixing it up.
Now, for mine, I think you guys will like this.
Yep.
It's a bit spicy.
Do it.
Oh, have I done him before? Shit. One quick review.
Call it, then we'll rip into you.
Yeah, just say it.
Benjamin. Me.
Fuck, I was going to do that.
Yeah, I'm psyched on that one.
Me.
Yeah. Double
Well, mate,
game week defense.
I'm just glad you didn't pick my guy because I was going to say Peters.
Okay, mate.
I don't know if I can
Think
give
I know
you
who I
Peters.
want there.
I can't give you Peters.
What?
Yeah, I can't.
For what?
Because of the fixtures.
That's not part of the form, you bish.
Heto's a bit salty this week. Peters, I'm going to make a ruling here. Yeah, he's a fucking peasant, mate. He's a peasant.
Yeah. All right. That was just fucking...
Good pickup,
Miss
Pete.
Gruel.
Good pickup. It's definitely not
Thanks,
me, but yeah. All right,
see.
Miles.
Round us up.
Round it out.
You know what?
Give us your terrible pick.
Nah. I'm going to go with Areola. All right. I've shouted him out. I'm going with it.
20 points.
I thought you were going to throw out like Tuskowski or something to go the trifecta.
Nah.
Well, thanks.
There'll only be one time I'll be able to pick Areola.
Ariola. That's true.
Can you guys make sure you play back the sample to him of him saying the stupid shit?
Hit us
Yeah,
up.
the next
Once
pod
he's
when I'm
conceded
not
7
here.
goals.
Okay. Well, on that note, we should wrap it up.
That's it.
Good pod this week. Longer one, guys.
Yeah, sorry. There was a lot of games, but, we haven't been here in a while and we miss you.
We miss you. All right. Well, make sure you hit us up on our socials. As Miles said, our points will be going up on Instagram. And hit us up through Twitter, Insta, whatever. And we'd love to hear from anyone from Finland. If you got any drinks that you can tell us or snacks,
Yeah.
we're all ears.